Hi little skeletons, it's Disney Queen Skelly here, and welcome back to the Disney Theories Explored. Today we're going to be talking about an interesting theory that I have heard before, but never really saw too much information diving deep into it. So without further ado, let's get to today's theory, shall we? So the theory is, a scene in The Emperor's New Groove is actually one of brutal human murder. Disney movies aren't afraid to get dark, but for the most part, The Emperor's New Groove is just a fun movie, right? It turns out The Emperor's New Groove has a really dark side, one you saw and totally missed. Remember that fly Kuzco saw get eaten while he was walking through the scary jungle? That fly wasn't just a fly, it was a human who had been turned into a fly. Only animals who have once been human are able to speak in the movie, so the fly would have had to have once seen a human for Kuzco to have heard his screams. The morbid Emperor's New Groove theory will make you rethink the entire film, if not your whole childhood. Most of us remember The Emperor's New Groove as a fun movie about a self-absorbed king who got turned into a llama, but BuzzFeed notes that a recent theory posted by Reddit user Lish94 indicates that, like all Disney films, it might have some darker subtext that our sweet childhood brains didn't catch the first time around. You remember that scene in which Kuzco is walking through a scary jungle when he sees a fly screaming, "Help me!" before getting eaten by another spider. Well, Lish94 proposes that this fly is actually a human. The only animals that we see that are able to speak in the film are those that were originally human, the user wrote. Take Kuzco and Yzma, her cat form, for example. Neither of them are seen to be able to talk with other animals. Like the squirrel who is portrayed to communicate with squeaks, they are left to interpret what his squirrel is saying through the gestures it makes. If that's true, and it certainly makes sense, that means we are watching the brutal murder of an actual human take place. Whether or not Kuzco puts two and two together is up for debate, but if he does, it makes it even more disturbing. Some Redditors propose that if the fly was once a human, perhaps it was the peasant who asked for more, what was it again? The one who asked for food. Damn it, Disney, you did it again. Now, while I have heard this theory before about the fly being human, this pretty much confirms it. Yes, the only animals that we can understand are those that were once human, so it only makes sense that this one particular fly was human. But who knows if this spider was maybe human? You never know. And if it was human, the fly, right? And say it was the man begging for food who got turned into a fly, who took it upon themselves to do it? It could have been Yzma, and I mean, obviously she's the one with the potions, right? So how did Yzma in her spare time really get the potion to this person who was hungry? Maybe she ended up giving the person food and putting poison in the food. And maybe that also explains why Kronk's consciences also have a hard time not only with the poison, but also with doing this to Kuzco, as well as the other things that happened to Kuzco through Kronk in the movie. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have your own theories about this, let me know in the comment section down below. But other than that, I will see you guys next time. Bye, little skeletons. Stay safe, and I love you guys.